Welcome to Monopoly for Nintendo Switch.
So yes, just like it said, I'm gonna be reviewing Monopoly Switch, which I am actually super excited because I was already super hyped about this game because it's Monopoly on the go, you know, and it's one of like my favorite board games of all time, and to be able to play with this on the Switch is awesome. And I'm just basically gonna be running down on the basics, what is good, what is bad, what changed, and yeah, what are the features. For example, the menu is pretty basic. We have some game settings, rumble, uh, subtitles, tips, audio settings, easy stuff, help if you need to know how to play the game, it's there for you. We have things like objectives, which basically unlock different different tokens or different little characters to play with. So as we see here, we can play classic board, living board, which is basically where I wanted. We have different themes: city theme, amusement park theme, and because today when I'm recording, it's also Halloween, so even haunted house theme. And then also we have different set of rules. House rules, speed die, which is for fast games. Personally, I like the free parking cash, so there's a few rules that house rules that you can change up, and yeah, it's definitely a good addition if you want to be playing like that. Just like it says, one controller, you can control everyone, or one controller per player. And right now I'm gonna be trying um, different types of controllers to see how many I can fit in. If you see, I have two Pro controllers, so I'm using my two Pro controllers, and the other ones I'm just filling up with the Joy Cons, and basically being able to add up to six. So yeah, it was pretty great because if you have a Switch, you automatically have two Joy Cons, so it's awesome. And then you can get that started already.
Now's the time to get a
So the
good
first
roll of the
feature I would like
dice.
to talk about
Give
is
it all you
HD
got.
Rumble. So I don't know. I've never really had an experience with HD Rumble before, because I kind of jumped onto Switch. If you remember from the last hype video, so I kind of don't have a lot to base off of. But based on what I'm feeling right here, except for these two, because these are the Pro controllers, it's not like what I thought it was gonna be. It is. You can definitely feel like something in there, not necessarily dice, but not just random shaking. So if you're looking for the best HD Rumble and actually feel two dice going through your hand, prepare to be a bit disappointed on that aspect because you're definitely not getting that here. Next thing I would like to talk about is the gameplay. And I mean, if you've played Monopoly, you know what to expect. It's a board game. You roll the dice. You fall on properties. You buy them. Try to get as many properties. Try to build as many houses, and basically bankrupt your opponents. So if we're talking about that, yes, it's perfect. It's Monopoly. Although I do have to say that the gameplay based compared to the PS4 version is slightly slower. Like I don't know what it is. It just feels slightly slower for the AI to pick their moves, or just for things to get rolling. So you do note that. I don't know if it could just be me. Another great thing about, I guess it kind of relates to gameplay, is there's a lot of different boards. Like right now, I'm playing on the haunted house board. So there's a lot of other things like raving rabbits, and amusement park, and yeah. So there's a lot of things to choose from. So gameplay wise, yes, perfect. a very important section because these are current flaws that are not necessarily because of the game, but I think it's just because of the current state. And one is the online mode. The online mode is terrible, horrible. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Well, right now, like, I don't know, it's a brand new game and there's not a ton of people online, but I've tried this several times already, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. But you go to a lobby, you start, you get your little you get your people to go there. But as soon as you start the game, or actually try to start the game, um, well, I'm just gonna speed this up 8 times and basically show you how long it takes. So I don't know if this is a server problem or anything, but yeah, I had to wait here eight, around 6 to 8 minutes. And the thing was that I can hear like the dice trying to go, and yeah, like I tried this several times and it was a problem. The only good thing that I saw is that they're trying to fix if a host leaves, then if a host leaves, then you can still keep on playing. But yeah, other than that, it's a problem. So yeah, the same thing happens when the first time you load a game. It's gonna take about 5 minutes. Well, it took me 7 minutes. 7 minutes to load the first part of the game. So barely to get into the menu, it took 7 minutes. Then to start my first offline match, it took over 23 minutes. So for you guys that are struggling with this, all you have to do is apply the patch, reset the console, and I'm not talking about soft resetting, like just putting it to sleep mode. Like you have to turn it off, leave the button pressed, turn off the console, and leave it off for a little bit, turn it back on, and everything will be instant. So overall, I would say yes, buy this game if you're a fan. You want to take it on the go, which is its biggest appeal. Yes, I totally recommend you to get this game. It is a bit pricey. I got it for $31 on Amazon. So if you can get it for that price, go for it. But 40 is a bit steep unless you're a hardcore fan. And these little problems, like especially with the and if you're still here and managed to endure all of these loading screens, definitely subscribe